A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana. Friends, I'm sorry that I had to take this seat at this present hour to address our nation, but it's needed. First, I would like you to do what is necessary so we can hold the peace in Georgetown, Guyana, before we spread gossip about the arson, the fire that caused the life of 20 students. I want to send my condolence out to the family, the friends, the teachers, and the villages from where this happens. But it is very heartrending to know when so many young people lost their life in such a crucial way. I do not want to rush to judgment to accuse a political group, a party, or some disturbed people who don't get what they want. Because I heard a lot of things, and some people called me and told me about it. And yes, they are pointing their fingers. But I urge you not to do that until a proper investigation is completed. I do not trust the Guyana Police Force for no investigation. Learn from my experience with something concerning myself and others, where the police themselves threaten witnesses and others because a lot of money passed. But friends, this is a very serious matter. This is crime that we must look upon very serious. I want to say clearly, when I get this message today, this morning early, what happened in Madhya, it sent my memory very far concerning what happened in the 60s in Mackenzie, Wisma, and elsewhere, and when knowing that where did the arsonists, them who started in the 60s, came from, and where they were living, places like Madhya and Aichuni. I am not blaming anyone, but there is a God who sees and knows who do it. If it was willfully done politically, or to set an example to the present government because they are getting into the inroad of the other political party, as the saying goes. I'm not going to blame nobody. My condolence and sympathy goes out to those families and to the nation. I call upon all patriotic Guyanese to wear a black ribbon in mourning of what happened. In another few days from today, the nation will be celebrating its so-called independence. Two people, one is still emancipated and the other one still alive, which means you are not claiming your birthrights. But when I heard where this thing happening to the Amerindian community, I am not there, I'm just saying what I've heard. But when I'm looking at the name of some of the students, it's not only Amerindian unless they're mixed. It sent my memory very far into the late 70s with the Melvin and Hart uprising, and where the army, it's alleged I wasn't there, went in there with a man who all of us know, and they claim many Amerindian was killed and many were raped. Now I wasn't there, these things are alleged. But I remember as a young man in Guyana, many Amerindian was brought to Georgetown with the women was actually naked, men also. I ask, if this was willfully done as an arsonist to these children, may the good Lord shower the curse upon who do it and their generation. I'm not blaming no one. If this was a political thing to send a message, I still will not blame anyone because we are just assuming. Not because a party is in power. Their hands are clean. Because sometimes politics is so dirty, I can be the king and have an arrival and create havoc to make the other side look bad. As much as I can be the opposition and create a problem to make the king side look bad. So I'm not blaming nobody. I will call it a tragedy for now, but I want the UN, the world at large, to look into this and call for an investigation. I don't think the Guyana Police Force is equipped to handle this, especially when one race are racial and the other one are corrupt, and a lot of money will be passed. But if these things was done because of political affair, I call upon both sides of the Guyanese, two major races, to come together quick. We cannot bring back the 60s, and we cannot bring back what happened in the late 70s to the Amerindian with the Melvin and Hart problem when they call it the Amerindian uprising. It was not an uprising with Amerindian. It was a few ranchers who had problem with some corrupt police officer and take the law into their hands. But they get out of hand. But there is a God, and we hope that we cannot wait too long. I am calling on all Guyanese who are hearing what's going on to stand up with one voice. We cannot tolerate this. We will not give in to terrorism if so be the case that was a willfully fire. This government with Mr. Ali is trying his best, but yet the corruption is so plenty and the two parties challenging each other, the vice president condemning what the PNC are saying, APNU condemning what they are saying. Ladies and gentlemen, how long will we have these two Volkak fighting and we cheering? It's time to remove the two Volkak and give us a lamb. It is time to put this country forward and put political party backward. Both parties got blood on their hands. Both parties got criminal elements with them, the supporters. But y'all are going to push this country that we might be ruled by another nation. So before that happens, I call upon Britain and America to step in quick and take control of Guyana Police Force and the military. Every policeman must have a lie detector test. I call upon the embassies of Guyana not to let no police and army members leave Guyana until a proper investigation is carried out. And anyone who applies for visa must have a lie detector test, because this is not right. Now, if it was arson, could it be an electrical fire? Then why the building burned so fast with such a huge fire? Was the building carpet? Was the beds them too close? Or was it gasoline that caused the explosion? My friends, if you have children, these are questions you must ask. All right? Was it willfully done? If it was willfully done by political bandits, I urge those who do it to go to the embassies and report this matter, save yourself and your family. Because those, if it is, they have already got somebody to take care of those who do it not to speak. And they will have somebody to take care of the person who will take care of that one. And we will continue like that. You will die by accident. You might die by drive-by shooting. You might die by fire too. They may not find you. I am telling you many ways how politicians handle things. I urge you in the name of God. If you done it, go and report who tell you to do it and save yourself. Hand them over. But I'm going to tell you, all crime that was committed against innocent people, from the 60s to now, we shall reopen the file and everyone will answer once they're alive, no matter where they run. I call upon the international community, America, England, and all others, Canada and all others in the Caribbean, to hand any Guyanese over. Don't grant no political man political asylum. that means they're running away from something. I'm not blaming nobody. I wasn't there. I don't know. I'm hearsay. It's alleged all the time. But I still want to know what caused that blaze. Was it electrical? Too huge to be an electrical fire. Was it gasoline or other things that used? It's a possibility. Was it done by politicians? Maybe. Was it done by some fools who want to spark this country into the 60s? Possible again. Friends, I was made to understand they are blaming the young man that they say escaped from the prison. I also was made to understand, it's alleged again, with you Guyanese, we got to use alleged. We house going to run out of lead soon. Because they're blaming the 2 women police officers for the prison break. And some Venezuelan young woman who visit the man. If the visitor visit the man and leave through the gate, and did not hold up the police or nobody, she could be questioned but must not be arrested and charged. Especially knowing what we have with Venezuela going right now. Because Mr. Maduro will defend his citizens, and that could spark a bigger problem. And I would blame him. And not forgetting, many Guyanese live in Venezuela. You do not want an outing onto this. Where nation go against innocent nation because of revenge. So I'm calling on the international community to step in. My condolence once again goes out to all the friends and family. Condolence is not enough. And if it's proven that there was an individual who do it, my message is plain and simple. They must go through it back with their family, the same thing they have done to people. Some Christian says, and I am a priest, leave it to God, vengeance is the Lord, said the Lord. But I want to know why he sent Muhammad the messenger, who went to war, when Jesus, as he said, let peace be it, and let God be the revengeful one. Friends, I only believe that people answer according to how you answer them. If a man hitting you every day and you're taking it and turn the other side, he can overrun you. You got to hit his ass back. You hear? If you can't get justice from the Guyana police force and the Guyana government can't stand up for it, something wrong. Under the Ali government, it's too much of fire. You had flood with Barrett at one time. You got flood with Ali. He caught some people at the place, didn't open the sluice door. They should have been fired and never put back on the job and charged. But plenty thing happened. A police station was in fire and a prisoner claimed he came out and liked the fire. Members went to make a report and things were sprayed on them and nothing come out of it. I urge you, the government, if this is a sense of terrorizing the nation to stay in power, it's the wrong way to go. And I urge you, the opposition, if that is your way of thinking you will go back into power, I hope you know that you're coming to an end with this nonsense. If you have hands in it, I'm not blaming nobody. But I can assure the police officers, the commander of the stations, if politicians tell you to lock up innocent people, beat them and kill them like some of you in Timeri do to people, I hope you know we got a lot of names. You, the judges and magistrates, you do the same. I hope you know we got your names. Plenty of you might be in the Hague Court. Don't believe that y'all are smarter will run away with it. Go to the Hague Court and find out how many African leaders, soldiers and police and killers are there waiting to know when they can get the death penalty if they can die in prison. Prime Minister and President all there right now from Africa, even Yugoslavia I think it was. I beg of you all, fellow citizens, stop it. Don't kill for businessmen or lock up innocent people. And you, the judges, don't fall for that. You have children, don't let the curse of darkness behold them. So I'm not blaming nobody. I'm calling on you all. Please, let's unite. And I call upon the government. This independence should be put over. It's a tragedy. And all government buildings should fly a black flag. All people who are concerned wear a black ribbon in solidarity. Could it be your children? I call upon all of you to support my channel and press the bell. And I am your host, George Correa. We all grieve this family. May peace and goodwill be with all of them. Good luck.